Imagine this, you're 20-something with nothing but a red backpack and a dream. That was Sara Blakely, long before she founded Spanx. She faced countless rejections, but she didn't give up. She turned her struggles into a billion-dollar brand that changed the way that women feel about themselves. Or J.K. Rowling. She was rejected by 12 publishers while raising a child on welfare and barely getting by. Both women had every reason to quit, but they didn't. Their pain wasn't the end of their story, it was the beginning. If you've ever felt stuck, defeated, or unsure of how to move forward, this video is for you. Today we're exploring how suffering, something we can all try to avoid, can actually be a catalyst for transformation. Whether you're dreaming of building something new, starting a different kind of life, or just figuring out your next step. Hi, I'm April. I'm a mental health therapist, solopreneur, and someone who knows what it's like to face uncertainty and burnout while still holding on to big dreams. In my work, I've helped so many people navigate emotional pain, stress, and life transitions. And I've learned this: suffering doesn't have to be the end of the story. It can be the beginning. For me, that beginning came in late 2021 when my mom was in the ICU with COVID. I couldn't visit her because of hospital restrictions, and that helplessness I felt was overwhelming. That moment forced me to reflect on how much of my life I'd always been missing. Always working, always busy, and always putting everything else ahead of what truly mattered. At that time, I was juggling a demanding career that left me feeling drained and disconnected. That experience was a wake-up call, and it pushed me to reevaluate everything. I didn't have all the answers, but I knew I needed to make a change. I decided to take a step back and start creating a life on my own terms, one where my work and values could align. Here's the thing: suffering is universal. It's not something we can escape, no matter how hard we try, but it doesn't have to break us. Think about Sara Blakely with her red backpack, or J.K. Rowling's writing in coffee shops. They didn't let their struggles define them. Instead, they used those struggles to fuel their determination and create something meaningful, not just for themselves, but for others too. These aren't stories of luck or perfection. They're stories of resilience, grit, and taking the next step, even when the path doesn't feel clear. Suffering forces us to ask hard questions. Am I living a life that aligns with my values? What could I do differently if I could start fresh? For me, answering those questions meant stepping back from the grind and choosing to live and work on my own terms. I'm a solopreneur now, and while the path isn't easy, it's mine. It's not about chasing someone else's version of success. It's about building a life that feels meaningful and aligned with what truly matters to me. Your struggles aren't just obstacles, they're signals. They're telling you that it's a good time to make a change. The longer you ignore those signals, the harder it becomes to break free. Take a moment to think about your life. Are you feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or unfulfilled? What do you think is one small step that you could take today to help you move closer to the life that you want? Even the smallest steps can start to build momentum. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's a challenge that you've faced that has pushed you towards something better? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to start a conversation. And if you're ready to explore more about resilience, mental health, and creating a life that reflects your values, subscribe and join me on this journey. Your struggles don't define you, they're a starting point. Together, let's turn them into strength.